Hi, my name is Beth, and I'm
Vice Chair,
the founder of
Trustee,
Patient Michelle. On behalf of everybody at Years of UK, and
every one of the charities, especially in our birthday year.
without your support, the UK would not be here.
Lupus is a very difficult thing to define, and I think that as clinicians and researchers, we're still working out exactly what lupus is. Lupus is what we call a chronic systemic autoimmune condition, and so that basically means it's chronic, i.e. it's there for a long time, it's not curable. Systemic means that it involves multiple parts of the body, so it's not just your kidneys, your joint, your skin, like some conditions. This really can affect everywhere. We know that the disease is grossly unfair and very discriminatory, so 9 out of 10 patients with lupus are female. We also know that patients who are non-Caucasian, particularly people who have African ancestry, have more severe disease. So this all builds up a picture of it being a very, very discriminatory disease. We think probably at the moment about half of patients with lupus will develop kidney disease at some point. Studies previously in the UK suggest that from 15 years of diagnosis, the risk of death is 1 in 7. So that's actually, quite a frightening statistic for people who are diagnosed when they're young. So about 1 in 1,000 people in the UK have lupus. So that's actually quite a lot of people if you think about the entire country. In the UK, patients seem to think that the onset of their disease was about 7 years before they got their diagnosis. And 7 years is a very long time, and we know from research that we've done that many people with lupus will report that they've been given another diagnosis before they finally get to lupus.
I was 18 years old when I was diagnosed. Before I was diagnosed, I liked to play football and hang out with friends. I was quite active, I had a good social life. This was my team, South Russet Rangers. I used to play for them from about 12 till about 18. I had a great team. Good set of players, yeah. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I used to love football growing up. Yeah, football was my passion. I was active, I was having fun playing football and everything, and I started to have some joint pains, which I thought was just from playing football a lot. So I didn't think it was anything serious, but as time went on, I had to, go and see a doctor. They took the blood test, and after about a couple of weeks, I got the call back to say that, yeah, I had lupus. Obviously, I never knew what lupus was, so after doing my research, it was quite scary because I was young. I'd never been through anything serious in my life. As the years went on, my kidneys started to get worse, and I ended up having a kidney transplant. Yeah, I guess when I was first diagnosed, because like I said, I was very young at the time, and when you're 18, it's just going on holiday with friends and out partying and all these kind of things, and I had to kind of stop all that because of my condition. Yeah, it was obviously hurtful because I love football, so that was a difficult time, most definitely.
My name is Cheryl Marcus, and I'm founder of Lupus UK. It started when I was a long-term patient. I had lupus very severely. I felt really alone, not knowing anybody else who had lupus. And I was encouraged by my consultant, Professor Graham Hughes, and my family to do something about it. So I contacted local radio stations, television programs, and to my amazement, they answered and said they'd come to the hospital and do an interview with me from the hospital bed, and then they would circulate it throughout the UK, and that's how it all started. I was very ill at this time and felt there wasn't an awful lot to keep me going, to fight for. And when I received the first reply, it was just an essential lifeline. And then from that one letter came other letters and others, and it built up and built up. And from then on, I had something to fight for. With all the letters coming in, and I realised something had to happen. I couldn't cope. A proper charity needed to be set up. We turned it into a proper magazine called News and Views. As you see it now, became available to everybody. But I suppose the most special thing was just the number of letters and thanks that we were receiving for starting a group for lupus sufferers. But I'm very proud of the head office, and the staff give 100% always. And there's always somebody at the end of the phone that you can talk to and ask for advice and help. I'm just very proud of the charity, not only in what it's achieved, but what they're continuing to achieve all the time. Every day they amaze me. Just organising this 35th celebration of Lupus UK. And I know hopefully it'll go for many, many more years. And maybe one day it'll include a cure for lupus.
I found out about the lupus group. A friend of a friend told me, and I went there. I wasn't too keen on it because when I was diagnosed, I didn't want to accept I've got lupus. When I went there, everyone just had lupus, and I was like, wow, there's actually people out there.
Well, for our group, we get direct help in finance because they pay for our hall that we meet in, so that's a great help.
So we get quite a lot of leaflets. We always have it every meeting. We always have leaflets and information we put out on the table, and everyone can just take whatever they need. And if you've got symptoms, we discuss it during a meeting, so it's quite helpful.
So Lupus UK has always helped us to source someone to come and speak, or even one of their staff members to come along to the meeting and give us a little short talk about what they do and how they can help.
The charity is able to provide small research grants for many clinicians, and that can be doctors, that can be nurses, it can be scientists, and anyone who's working in the field of lupus really can apply. And with those grants, you can sometimes generate the information you need to kind of test an idea, and with that funding, you can then sometimes find the big idea that then helps you get more funding and develops huge new research projects. I also attend a number of the patient focus groups, and I think that's a really important thing where patients can be brought together with various people working in the area through Lupus UK and hear someone talk about it and also have the opportunity to answer any questions that they might raise. I think that's a really important thing. Since
I've joined the charity, my life has changed a lot because I've met people that have the same condition as me, and whereas before I got involved with lupus, I didn't know anyone. I've met so many other people now that I can talk. I've got a lupus WhatsApp group where people talk and they talk about what they're going through, or symptoms, and it's good to talk to others that that fully understand what you're going through.
Since being part of Lupus UK, I think it's given me more focus and make me feel that I have a real purpose because I could help other people.
There's people out there that can spread the words, and there's people know about it, so you don't have to suffer in silence. Without Lupus UK, I'll be lost.
In the past, there were no real drugs that were specific for lupus, so we're now starting to develop drugs that are specifically for people with lupus. So I think it's a really exciting time in terms of new treatment, and there are newer therapies that are very, very early, very experimental. We may be in a better position as doctors to look after people with this condition.
Together, as a community,
and with the support of Lupus UK,
we are raising awareness,
building hope,
and making life better for people living with lupus.